Let's see if this works. I can make this happen again. There we go. I think we are good. Hello, everybody. I'm back. Been a month, change, something like that. But I'm finally back. Right. So I think I have everything set up here for tonight. It should be, hopefully, a productive night. We'll go from there. Make sure someone's connecting, and then I will get started on what we're doing tonight. I didn't grab any tools. Let me grab tools. Need both these. I didn't think this is going to be a really pain to get to. I can't remember where those other two bolts are. They're behind this thing. Pull that off. Okay, hey, people, we're back. Is the audio strange? Is there something wrong with audio? Is it too low? What's the... is that any better? Maybe? What's strange about it? Things plugged in all the way. Is that any better now, maybe? Is it any better now? The echo. Is it any better now? Echo. I don't understand why you guys are getting an echo. Is it, I don't have any other audio sources except for this one. Check, 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 check. Might have to switch over to the condenser mic if this isn't going to work out. So reverb, there's nothing. All right, give me a sec. Let me switch. To a different. Let me switch to a different lab system. So I'm going to mute for a minute. Give me standby. All right, here's a different microphone system. Is this any better? Scratchy. Ugh. Do. Hello, hello, hello. Anybody, anybody? I've said several words. See if I can hear it on my own system here. Hey, Derek. Anybody, anybody? Sounds like, oh, hold up. It's not getting the right. Okay, that should be better. It was picking up the wrong microphone. So this might be a little bit low. Let me know if this is all right. No, it was the wrong, totally wrong microphone. Let me see here real quick. Okay, so let me just filters. I need gain. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Check, check, check. Okay, that should be better now. Go down a little bit more like that. Okay, that should be much better now. It seemed that the device switched. That was the problem. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah. All right. Sorry, I was had to hear my audio back. It's just the stupid delay. Okay, so now I'm good. Sorry about that. It actually had defaulted to my webcam microphone and not my lab microphone. So it actually wasn't the lab system at all. It was just the stupidity of OBS Studio. All right. Much more gooder. I like more gooder, Ryan. Thank you. So today we are gonna work on the BLV. So I've been working on this a little bit in the past. Got it back out, got everything moved kind of over to where it's a little more accessible for me, and I want to be using it more. But found out that the stock power supply is finally just not good enough to keep up with the BLV, which I kind of knew was going to come at a time. It's a 500 watt power supply, but dealing with the heated pad and the extruder, it just was dropping way down, thanks to Brandon, I think it was, that helped me troubleshoot this back in June. So it was dropping to like, it's a 24 volt power supply, it was dropping to like 16 volts whenever I was heating it up. Not great. So I went ahead and bought the absolute beast of a power supply from Meanwell. This is their 600 watt power supply. This is one of the largest ones, one of the largest ones you can get, I think. It's god-awful huge. So we're gonna see how it does. Oh, another troubleshooting step I did, since I do have dual power, I can do 220 or I can do 110. I did try that and it still didn't affect anything. So I also tried that. But yeah, so this thing is an absolute beast. I have no idea how I'm gonna get this in here though, because it is a fair bit bigger than the previous one. Fair bit bigger. So we're gonna get this thing unwired and we're gonna work on that. But in order to do that, I have another camera set up so you guys can see it. Let's see, if I do that, look at that. There we go. You guys can see, getting a little bit of bleed over from this light. Let me turn this light off because we're just, yeah, I think that's better. There we go. So a little darker in the background, but that's okay. You don't need to see back there. You just need to see this. Okay. First things first, we got to get the power disconnected, and then we're gonna have to figure out how to get this thing mounted in here, because this is where a spool does fit. but it might not. It might not fit once I get the new power supply, because I'm not sure if the power supply can clear the plug in the back here, because it's barely a finger width right now. So I might not be able to do a spool in the back here anymore, which will suck. I'm gonna have to figure that out, because I specifically moved the printer so I could access the back of it more easily, but we'll see what happens. But for now, let us take this apart. And I will try to keep an eye on chat as I'm doing this. So I actually have two power supplies in here, which you can't see. So this is just a little 12 volt. Is this 12 volt? Yeah, it's a little 12 volt one that I stepped down to 5 volts, and then the main 24 volt runs everything else. So all the small electronics run off of the 12 volt power supply or off of a 5 volt buck. So this is one that runs the Raspberry Pi, and then this one runs, I think, one of the fans as well. So now I need to go to the front here and figure out the other screws right there. Okay, that's not too bad. These are big screw heads. One, two, maybe. And the other thing that sucks is these screw holes are in different places, so I'm gonna have to figure out where to put the new screw holes. I might just have to let this. Okay, so why is that a different size screw? Did I really use two different size? Yes, I did. Oop. 3 and come on, where's this thing at now? I need a flashlight. I need a flashlight. Because this side of the printer doesn't have any light in it. Oh, I have a phone. Nope, I have a flashlight. There we go. Just glue that back down. That's fine. There it is. Okay. This may or may drop. There it is. Is that it? No, it's still in there. Dang it. Thought I got it. This battery's about to die. There we go. Are you off yet? Oh. That one's done. Did I put more than one screw in this thing? Where's the other hole at? Oh, those are the wrong screws that I took out up there. Could be why. This goes back in down here. Sorry, I just need a second. I took out the wrong screws thinking they were the right screws, and they were not. That's why this thing's not coming out. in here. Oh my goodness, I have hot glue, I think, on the screw head. Those are all out. It's just this one that's stuck. All right, how do we get this out? No, I'm not turning the whole printer for this because this is already brutal enough as it is. That is it. But I need to get out the iFixit kit. Can I mount the power supply underneath? I could actually, Ryan. That's actually a valid idea. I think I would just have to extend these wires here. Excuse me, because they are custom to just fit that. And again, these only power the board up to here. So I do think that is a valid thing that I could attempt. There we go. Yep, there it is. Ta-da! Flashlight off. Flashlight off. There we go. Okay. So, old power supply. Q. New power supply. Chungus. See that? Yeah, you can see all this. It will fit. So that's good. It will fit back here. But is it worth? My only issue, I just don't want it to pull at this stuff too hard. I forget what the heck this stuff's called. I don't want it to pull at the PCAV or whatever this material is that it's called that I used. Yeah, I'm just not sure if that is what I want to do or if the whole pattern doesn't match at all. Actually, does it? No, it does not. Although if it just sits there, I might be able to just get it just to sit there. Okay. Because it's such a tight fit, I might be able to just do that. So, all right, let's do that. We got to cut out some stuff though. I know the panel. I was trying to think of the makeup, the material that these panels are made of. That's what I was trying to think of, Ryan. But I cannot think of the material name. Oh man, but this, I had cut this to like custom wires too. It only goes that far. If I go to here, then these all get hidden. I mean, it just sits there like that, which is not horrible, but how am I going to get this? I needed A, extend the main wire that comes into it, or B, I need to extend the wires that go into the actual board. Just if I mount it that way, I can't actually add anything to it easily. But if I mount it this way, I can. All right, I think we're going to just extend our thing here with some more heat shrink and solder and stuff. Oh joy. So, how do you want to do this, Shane? Because I'd rather it be hard to get this added and then not have to worry about it because it's going to be tucked in the corner, rather than have it be hard to add stuff to the printer later without having to remove the power supply tube to install it. Or I can just access it from the side panel. Because if I take off the side panel here, I can access the front of this without a problem. You know, we're gonna do that just so I don't have to extend mains. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. And that way I'll extend the main power supply cable going to the board, and that will be the extent of it. So let's get this puppy wired in then. This is the largest power supply I have ever used. And to give you guys a quick comparison here, this is how it is. That, width-wise, it's like, you know, almost 1.5 of what this is. And height-wise, it's a lot taller too. So this is definitely a beefier. I mean, again, this is some cheapo Chinese brand Sonyang electrical stuff, where this is a big honky meanwhile. So I need to come in from the top here. So got ground. This is also going to be difficult to screw these in. Cool. Viking, how you doing? Your curl is white. And then, yeah, my line is black. That's where my voltage is. Okay. And then I can just slide it like that. Okay, I just need to put this cover back on here to cover that up. Sweet. Sweet, 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 sweet. Okay. Now we just need to do wire management down there. And we need to get out my big box of cables in order to, oh, it has a protector for the low voltage side too. Sweet. All right. So let's get this out. And what else are we gonna need? Let me switch cameras now to here. So we got that out. We're gonna need we need some crimps. Need the ferrules. So need all these. We're gonna need some crimping tools for those. Nope, not these ones. I need the ferrule tool. And where's my crimp tool at? like my actual like insulated crimping tool. Oh, there it is. Been away from the office so long here, I kind of forgot where I put the tools on the wall. I'm doing well, Viking, thank you. I just got back from vacation in the US, which was great. Happy back though. It was a very busy summer, a lot of travel, but I am happy to be back in my own space now. That's kind of the key thing. Own space. Okay, old cable. Oh, I gotta take this side panel off. I'm thinking about it. Like that. Love it. I love how easy these panels are to take off. Just like that, I have access to the low voltage side. That is pretty slick in my opinion. That is pretty slick indeed. Dusty right there though, jeez Louise. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm looking for long enough cable for that, which is not you. Are you long enough to go from there to there to there? No. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Go ask Mom. Kids won't go to bed. That's not long enough. I might just have to use my... I'm getting pretty low on actual cable that I have put aside. I like to reuse what I can, when I can. But it doesn't seem like I have a long enough. Oh, this will do. Yeah, this will do. Let's take this apart. I know. I told Mom I was starting streaming at 8:30. So it's Mom's turn with the kids. We're still dealing with jet lag right now, so that's kind of a pain. The time difference really does kill the kids. But we did get up a little earlier today so that they would try to get back to sleep. We've been back a week now. So tomorrow, just got to keep getting up earlier and earlier until school starts, so that they're not like absolutely dying once school actually does start. And they're falling asleep halfway through the day because they didn't get enough sleep. Got to get them up earlier to try and combat that. Okay. So, I actually don't remember what printer this cable came from. It was either the... Oh, I don't even remember the name, that AlphaWise huge printer I had, or this was from a Creality. I think this is the AlphaWise one. But it's got a nice XT on it, which you don't need though, but it's cool. Just gonna cut off a pigtail of it. Ferrules on these. Oh, don't dump it out, Shane. one. Yeah, I'm excited to get this printer back working again because I do miss having the larger 0.6mm nozzle at the ready. I got the 0.5 on Ultra Magnus, but I don't know, it's just not the same as the 0.6. It definitely works better. No doubts there. So. And this printer prints faster than that and does anyways, and I think the quality is better with the Core XY than with the Cartesian. All right, so a little bit of cable management as I route this guy over. It's less to deal with later. I go like that. All of these get bundled into this. Perfect. And then we'll call it when I'm coming this way. We'll call it right like there. That seems like a good stopping point. Ah, there it is. Like he's going to a concert. Look at you go. Oh. Okay, there's those. Now we need some insulated connectors here, which I am getting a little bit low on, but I still have some. Need to cut these a little bit shorter. Okay, red ones are too small. Let's go to blue. Make sure these are a bit bigger. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Okay, there's one. Two. Okay, so we've got our negative there. Positive. That actually works out really well to be able to do this from the side panel, honestly. Can't really complain about that, to be fair. Like, it's not bad at all. Just open the side panel, add in whatever you need to add, put the side panel back on. You know, I mean, whatever works is what works. Before I do that, I need to redo this. Come on. Does it accept those cables? Yeah, accept those ones. Okay, that's good. Come on. So, come on. Come on. There we go. Ouch. Alrighty then. The plastic cover goes over like that. Keep it insulated. Well, hot dog, I think that's it. I would be pretty shocked if that worked. See you, Viking. Thanks for coming in for a quick minute. Oh, excuse me. Trash pile. All right, so let's see. Okay, so is this bent? Oh yeah, this can's bent. Can's like sitting at an angle. Didn't want to like drop anything. I think what I'm gonna have to do is, before I put the side panel on, I think we're just gonna have to do a function check. Make sure everything still behaves properly, but this is not long enough. So I think I had an extended cable right here. Yes, I did. No, I didn't. This is a reverse cable. Let me find an extension real quick. I know I have some of them. Somewhere right here. Okay. My old servers came with these ICE extensions, so it is good. Let's hope it doesn't turn anything off. And it boots right up. So let's see what happens now. There it is. There it is. That's fine. Go to Teletran for now. What was that? That's fine. Updates, yay. We go to Bumblebee, please. Sometimes it takes a hot second to boot into it, but sometimes it's pretty quick. We'll see what happens. Dan's been here. Hey, Dan. How you doing? Look at that. Look at that. There it is. Let's go ahead and set this to PETG and see what happens. I haven't seen you in a long time, Dan the man. I do want to see how fast this goes. So we're doing, the bed's, you know, slow, but that's fine. Because it's such a big piece of bed. It's a 1/4 inch thick, 6 mil thick piece of aluminum. And I did put the heat, I had one of those insulation pads that I put underneath this when I was having temperature problems, as I thought that was the issue. But lo and behold, it's not the issue. Oh, that battery is useless. I have to re-glue that insulation foam back on. Do that later. It's not important right now. So the key thing here is this thing doesn't air out, because last time it was airing out. I'm just going to change this to PLA for now. Let's just go with that. I can smell the there's some filament in there because I tried getting some prints going. I forget what was I trying to print on this thing. I wanted to print something a bit larger. What does my history look like here? Oh yeah, I was printing the Nerf gun mounts. I got one to print off without a problem, but then it just stopped like functioning basically. It was just weird to get one print off of it and then it never really worked again. And that's whenever we figured out the voltage drop issue. But it's doing its thing. I think that's a good enough sign to put the side panel back on. Not have to worry about it. Come on. What the heck? Come on. There we go. There we go. It's much easier when they actually work. Can't get the front from here though. Straighten out, dang it. Oh, there we go. It's just crooked for some reason. Okay. Well, I like to say that heated up and that's a success. I like it. So let us crank this up then to 90 now from there and see how that does. While maintaining the extruder at 210. Let it sit at that. What, yeah, it's fine. Put all my cables away, my wire pieces, for the next time I need them. Like printer graveyard. An upgrade graveyard. Okay. All right, let's switch back to here for now. We'll keep this power supply because it might be useful somewhere else. But for right now, not so much. I don't think I need these anywhere. Put these back. The other thing did come in, I'm happy about, is the NZ Rainbow board. So while this is heating up, I did a out of stock notification on Prusa's website, and while I was on vacation, I saw that the NZ board came back in stock, so I ordered it immediately. So now I have this, which, oh, they cut it open because they put the 3D printed piece in there. I was gonna say, this board is open. Anyways, now I can get the Mark III's back up and running with an original Prusa board, because that Bisec one did not work. And I was at it, I picked up some Galaxy Silver and Galaxy Black PLA because it looks so good. Their filament's great. It is just not worth buying because of shipping. But because I was already paying shipping for the board, it added like, I don't know, $8 or $10 for shipping for some filament, so I just threw that in there. But I do like their silver. It's very nice. I wonder how that prints in this thing, because it prints really well on the Mark III's. Wonder how well it prints here. Actually, does a spool fit? Still. Yes, it does. Still 2-finger clearance, about an inch and a half of clearance between where the spool goes and the power supply. So even though it is taller, it is sitting lower because it's just on the actual chassis, which should be fine. That's a loud fan though. Where's the back panel? I'm gonna put the back panel on and see if it, I don't, can you guys hear the fan through the microphone? 86 degrees, nearly there. It's fine. Whoops. There we go. That makes it a little bit quieter. It does a smidge. And I've been rethinking how I do my cover here. Yeah, it's not horrible, but I move away, it's not too bad. All right, well, it takes a minute to get to 90, but hey, we're at 90 now. That took, so when I set it from at 60, that was 7 minutes. That's all right, I can deal with that. Oh, there's the wife. Oh, she kills me. And the bed is plenty hot. Good gravy. And once it does get up to temperature, it really does soak into that aluminum so well. And I think it's even better now that I have the that insulating pad under there. It just does even a better job now. All right, well, I think it'll be time to, let's cool this thing down now. So heater's off. I wonder if that power supply will turn off once it's done, once it cools down a little bit. Because I have this entire back part as like chamber, I have two industrial Nuocta fans down here that are pulling cool air in from down here, blows up the chamber and comes out the top up here. So I'm wondering if that will really help this power supply cool down, because there's a fan here that's pulling and exhausting this way, and it would just make its way up. But the entire back chamber is separated from the printer. I do wonder how well that will do. Lights all work still. Aww. Pretty good. That's pretty good like that. All right, let's put this back into here. And then, okay. I want to keep tonight successful, so I'm not going to work on the Prusa tonight. I think that's what I'm going to do next week. Next week I'm going to get the Prusa down, put the new board in. We can start with that. I don't want to print with this up on the table because I want to move it, and I don't want the table in the middle of my office. It's really hard to get around the side of it. But I'll put it back under the desk, turn it back on. Do I have a plug down there? I didn't put a plug down there yet. I got to put a plug down there, and then I'll be able to get this thing printing something, which would be good. Yes, Brandon, it does. You missed that part. But that's okay. Yes, it does still fit. I did check that. I do like the ability. I think I was experimenting before I left for a vacation. Right now I have two small magnets on there that kind of just hop on. I did do one. One does hold it well enough, but what I was thinking about doing is I have some larger magnets that I was going to break these off, put one big magnet on the outside of this, and that does hold through this few millimeter thick material. I did try 2 magnets on here, but that didn't work out so well. But I think what I'll do is I'll do a practice print with something else, and then I'm going to try the Prusa. Because I don't want to waste this filament, because it's hard to get. I got so much other stuff up there, though, I can use. The bed takes a while to cool back down, though. That's the other thing. Once I finish a print, I normally have to take the actual flexible build plate off because the bed is so thick. It takes a while to heat up, takes way longer to cool down. Almost makes me wish I had like fans I could turn on to cool it down. Actually, I could turn the blower fans on, but that's not going to do much. These part fans not going to do much. I wonder if it does change the rate. Go see Mom. I locked the door. I can't get in. Or that would actually be pretty cool. So, because this does put out so much, I got a home all. I was thinking if I could do like a cool down sequence where it just goes just above the bed and just goes back and forth just to cool it down. Because it does move a lot of air very pointedly at the nozzle, as it should. But yeah, I do wonder if that would help cool the whole thing down. It's more of just figuring out the G code, Brandon. Add blowers fans aside. I could have swore that someone did that. I could have swore that someone did that at some point. On like one of like the crazy enclosed printers in order to cool the plate down so that they could be able to do things. Or was it heating it up? I swear it was one of those guys that do like the crazy hypercube printers that had some big blowers on the side, or he was doing like a heated chamber type thing, but had blowers in the bottom of the printer that were circulating air up or something. Oh, what was that? That was a while ago. I mean, I have a Beard Air. It's in the box of parts that was supposed to go on the FT5 that I never used. Because by the time I got it, what was happening? I think I started building all the custom printers and I didn't feel like tearing the FT5 apart. I still need to figure out when to do that project. I need to figure that out for the FTV conversion, or whether I just huck the printer and build an entire new thing. I don't know. All right, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it tonight successful then, because I want to keep it a successful night. And I'm still trying to get to bed on time. Again, still jet lagged. I've got things to fix. Like the wife's kitchen scale stopped working. I got to figure out how in the world to fix this thing. I have no idea how that's going to work, so I got to figure that out. I'll re-glue the sound dampening material in there down. There's something else I need to fix. Oh, I got to fix a fan. Yeah, there's just projects to do as always. And it doesn't look like anybody has any real questions. Oh, here's a question for the team. Where's it at? Okay, here's a question for you guys. So, I put in, because I keep getting, I had a low disk space with an 8 gig USB for Clipper. So I went ahead and rebuilt Bumblebee with a 32 gig SD card. It's telling me my capacity is 29 gigs here. And it's telling me I'm using 6 gigs, but I only have 660 megs free. I thought Clipper was supposed to auto expand to the entire drive size. So my question is, why is it not? I don't understand why it's not auto expanding. I was going to ask in the Clipper Discord, but I kind of forgot about it. So I'm just thinking about it right now since I've got some of the Clipper guys here in the chat. And there is no, when I do through the console, there is no expand file system that you would see in a normal Linux build or a normal Raspberry Pi build. That feature is not there in the Fluid Pi image. Thankfully, Ryan, there's already an LCD already installed on this one. We suffered through that a year ago. 2 years ago, actually. I think 2 years ago we suffered through that. Me installing the screen on this thing. So Ryan doesn't know. All right, I might have to go ahead and ask in the Clipper Discord then as to why it's not auto expanding, because when I go here down to my jobs, I've got the hand saying that it's low on disk space. I only have these few jobs in here. 500K, like one is 1 meg. Everything else together is like 2 megs. So I have 2 megs of data actually on this, except aside from the build, and yet it's still telling me that it's low on disk space. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. This is new, this G-code preview. I didn't see that before. I'll have to check that out next time I print something. All right, well, I'll ask in the Discord. We'll see what they say. I'll probably post about it in the Clipper channel on the Discord, on my Discord, if I have any updates on that. And again, I'll do some test prints on this, make sure everything's back to normal. Then I can get back to some larger speed printing, which would be great for upcoming projects, things that I'm always working on. So I'm going to call it there tonight. So if you guys want to tune in next week, I will be working on the Prusa Mark IIIS. We're going to install a new board in that since the old one died and the FiSec one did not work out. I got that one sent back. I think I got refunded for it. I need to check my bank. But they refunded me for it since it was a faulty unit. And that should be what we're doing next week. And yeah, if you guys want to chat with me and all the other guys from the team, you can go ahead down to the links in the video description. There is a Discord link. So go ahead and come in there and hang out with us. I'm back from vacation now, so I should be more active. I'm excited to get this thing hopefully working back to normal. And yeah, so thank you all for tuning in. Have a good night. Have a